Guys, join me in Bay Ridge, Brooklyn, the neighborhood I actually live in currently. We're going to talk about Charles Van Wyck Higgins, aka Vannie Higgins. Now, young Charles was born in Bay Ridge, Brooklyn in 1897 to Daniel and Helen Higgins. Obviously, we're talking about a very rough time in New York City, rough and tumble, getting in fights every day, poor, destitute, and squalor. Obviously, a lot of these youths during that time end up getting arrested and joined gangs. And he eventually graduated into smuggling liquor. Prohibition, the golden age of criminality in New York City. He actually lived at 7420 Ridge Boulevard, which is between Bay Ridge Parkway and 74th Street, which his neighbors were not very thrilled about. Now, after locking down Bay Ridge, Brooklyn, he aligned himself with some other heavy hitters throughout New York City. And these are some notable names: Jack Legs Diamond, Oni Madden, Frank Costello, Vincent Mad Dog Cole, Anthony Little Augie Paisano Carfano. Okay, he was dealing with some heavy hitters. And when you make allies, you also make enemies. You inherit everyone else's beef. And his main beef was with somebody that not many wanted to mess with. Dutch Schultz, Bronx Beer Baron. He was a psychopath who did not like to play diplomatically. He did not like to talk things out. He was a guns blazing kind of guy. As many of you may guess, things weren't always a smooth ride. Paths crossed, interests crossed, and conflict inevitably happened. That takes us to probably the most notorious and infamous shooting in Bay Ridge history. The Owl's Head Tavern. Obviously, it's been a long time. It does not exist anymore. From what I understand, it closed down in the 60s. It is now a coffee shop. But on the corner of 69th Street, formerly, now is Bay Ridge Avenue, and 3rd Avenue, there was a tavern where there was a meeting with some crooked cop, and things went left, and a shooting happened that started indoors and spilled out into the middle of the street. Something like 60 shots went off. The only person that ended up dying was the cop. A couple other people got hit. Bystander and Higgins himself. Crazy thing is that even though a cop died, nobody served time for this. No one would speak on it. Now we're going to fast forward to the night of June 18th, 1932. The night that Vannie Higgins would lose his life. Now, I tried to get the exact location of where this took place, and it said on the Union Street side of the building, which is a side exit. He came out with his family, wife, daughter that just finished a dance recital, and there was like an after party there. They came outside, and 2 men allegedly came out of a car, guns blazing, and he actually got hit there, ran down towards 8th Avenue where he collapsed, and then they brought him to the hospital where he would pass away. Now, the circumstances of who did it and why is up for debate. A lot of speculation. Some people say he double-crossed Legs Diamond in the past, and that's what this is about. But no one really knows. He was a wild one who made a lot of enemies, crossed a lot of people. He was a guy that really just did what he wanted. And the more enemies you create, the more opportunities you create to be taken out. But Charles Vannie Higgins is known as the last Irish boss of Brooklyn. Last of a dying breed, literally.